Proverbs 3:25 and 26. You do not need to be afraid of sudden terror or of the destruction of wicked people when it comes, because Yahweh will be your confidence. He will keep your foot from being caught. Right now, many people are afraid of sudden terror or of wicked people who are bringing destruction. Just about everybody sees somebody else as the bringer of the destruction of our age or our society or our children or our religion or whatever they believe needs to be around for the coming years. Why is that? I wonder if it's because we think the reality that we're living in is the ultimate reality. But God says that wisdom would lead you to a different conclusion. And it's embedded right in the text. He says that he will keep your foot from being caught. The picture of walking down the road is pretty common in Hebrew language for just kind of living your life. How your life goes is like walking down a road. So the idea of getting your foot caught would be some sort of pause on your life. That your life wouldn't continue on the way it's supposed to go, that you wouldn't be able to walk the path that's in front of you. But here the text says that God won't let that happen. And so really the fear that we have when sudden terror strikes or when wicked people threaten to destroy things is that life is not going to go the way that I thought it was supposed to go or maybe the way I want it to go. Which means we need to readjust our perspective. God has a path for us to walk, and he's not going to let our foot get caught as we walk down that path. If we think we're walking down another path, we may fear that our foot will get caught, and in a sense it might, but that was the wrong path to walk down in the first place. You can almost imagine it like this. Let's say you have a person who's walking down a sidewalk, but they think that they're walking through mud. They're going to look pretty ridiculous as they pick up their feet really high to get their feet out of the deep mud. That's kind of how a person who lives thinking that the world is the only reality looks to God. Somebody who is acting in such an odd way, if they really knew what the Bible said about the promise of resurrection and the promise that our path is laid out for us by Jesus. So ask yourself, are you afraid of something that could come up or that has come up? Are you afraid of certain groups of people who have certain plans about what should happen in our world? You're walking like a weirdo. But if you want to grow up, you remember that God has already laid out a path for you and that you are going to consistently walk down that path. And that path is planned perfectly for you in order to get you to heaven and make you a blessing to everybody else along the way. It may not happen the way you want it to happen, but wisdom would tell you that that's how you grow up.